Okay, gang, Dr. Warren here, and we're going to talk about weeks 5 and 6 now for the EDU609 class. So in weeks 1 through 4, you have evaluated your course. You've completely built out your course. You've evaluated, you've got a learner come in, and you went in using a professional rubric to evaluate and think about your course, and you did a blog about what that is. What is like the iteration process of redesigning, rebuilding, rewriting your course over and over and over as you learn new things about it, okay, and about the content. So even reworking your learning outcomes. So now we're in week 5 and 6. I want to start with the final assignment for week 6. Let's start with that, okay? So in week 5, you're developing the PowerPoint slides for week 6 final presentation. And in week 6, you're narrating those PowerPoint slides, okay? Now, what you're doing is you're selecting 5 theories, learning theories, that really helped you develop your online course throughout this entire process. We've been examining theories throughout all these 4 courses. We've been using them to build our courses. I particularly love the cognitive presence of the community of inquiry theory, where remember you have the it helped you frame your course, the triggering event, the exploration event, which are the lessons, the integration event, which is the activities, and then the reflection, where the students kind of think about what did they learn and why is it important, right? And you used the 4 phases of cognitive presence in your module 1, your module 2. You had a module 3, you might use the reflection event and the final assignment there. Okay, so one of the things I don't want you to do is in weeks 5 and 6, don't use the reflections on theory and practice here, or theories used by instructional designers. And again, I hate the way this assignment is designed. Go to the announcements for the class and go to week, and I guess I need to release it here. Hold on a second. Let me just release the announcement for week. I'm going to put this on pause for a second. Okay, so I've released the week 5 preparing for week 6 final reflection process announcement now. In that announcement is the updated link to theories used by instructional designers. I'd like you to go ahead and use that as your assignment for the week 6 activity. In there, you're going to select 5 theories. Now, here's a bunch of cool theories that you used as you designed your courses. The Bloom's taxonomy, remember that, and backward design, authentic assessment, the rubrics. Remember you designed a rubric for your final assignment. And then we also have the community of inquiry model. So there's all these theories you used, and I want you to pick 5 of them. I want to clarify the community of inquiry model. So this is the equivalent of 3 theories. If you do all 3 of these community of inquiry theories, then that will be 3 of your required 5 theories for this final presentation, because each one of them is robust and important and powerful. The theory of teaching presence. How do you get teaching presence? How do you guide students in the classroom? How do you ensure that that you're working right, you're walking alongside of them in this learning journey? How do you ensure that? Social presence. How do you ensure that students are learning from each other and reflecting and interacting with each other? How do you get that relationship building and trust building experience in the classroom? 2 really amazing theories. And the third one, of course, as I was just saying, is the cognitive presence, trigger event, exploration, integration, resolution events. So each of those is worthy of a theory, a standalone theory, and I give you 3. Those are equivalent of 3 theories. If you choose to just select one of these, that is 1 theory down pat. And then you pick the other 4 from somewhere else, okay? And then I have the questions that I really want you to answer per theory. For every theory, you're going to describe in theory the detail and examples of how it's used out in the world. So if you take something like backward design, you're going to do some research on that theory. I really want you to know that that theory kind of is used a lot in the K through 12 realm, and curriculum is designed developing those learning outcomes first, and then starting with the final assignment in mind as they go backwards throughout the rest of the standards, the Common Core and curriculum standards that they use to design courses, right? They design that final assignment first. All right, that's what they do in the field. Now, how did you use it in your class? How did that help you with your class? Well, you looked at the learning outcomes. You said, what is the assignment that will make sure that my learners demonstrate to me all those learning outcomes? And then you built out that assignment first, do you remember? And then because of that assignment, you knew they had to learn this, they had to learn this, and they had to learn this. So you built lessons around those three things and assignments, and then that prepared them for that final assessment. That's the backward design theory. So how did that work in your course? Number 3, how did the theory impact your learner experience? If you hadn't used backward design, would your learners have been very confused because your course would have been all over the place and it wouldn't have gotten them to that final skill set, right? And then how did the theory help you align the goals and outcomes with those learning activities and assessments? So, for example, obvious that the goals and outcomes were the basis of that final assessment that you designed. Or if you're talking about the Bloom's taxonomy theory, you know, Bloom's taxonomy helped you really create those powerful goals and outcomes using the higher levels of Bloom's. Remember, we've got the remembering and the God, I can barely remember now, it was 4 courses ago, and the analysis, and then we get up into the evaluation and the creation stages, remember, and we pushed you to develop those learning outcomes at the creation and the evaluation and the analysis stages. Remember that? So that's what I want. I want you to go do some research on every theory and look at how they're used. Describe them to me. That's your slide 1. Slide 1, just define, describe the theory and how it's used out in the field. Slide 2, you know, how did it affect the design of your course? And how did it impact your learner experience? And slide 3, you know, how did it help me design and line up my course to the learning outcomes, okay? So 2 or probably 3 slides per theory. That's gonna be 15 slides, okay? 15 to 16 slides, and you're going to then record it using Screencast-O-Matic or Zoom or whatever you have to record. Don't use the PowerPoint recording tool. It's just more trouble than it's worth. If the file ends up too big, you have to upload it somewhere so I can download it. It's just really a pain. Use Screencast-O-Matic, record it to their cloud, record it to the Screencast-O-Matic account. Don't download it to your computer because, again, that's a pain. And you've got this big file on your computer taking up room. So upload it to their site when you go to save at the very end. So you're going to record this, and it's going to be, I'm asking for maybe 5 to 8 minutes of a narration. If you go longer, it's okay. But 5 to 8 minutes is nice. Hard to get through 15 slides in 5 to 8 minutes, though, so do your best of whatever that needs to be. So that is your final assignment, okay? Now, let's go back to the actual assignments. Okay. So that is your final reflections on theory and practice. So the recorded narration for week 5. Get your slides to me. Let me take a look at them, and I'll tell you if they're not robust enough or if you're doing good, if you're right on track. So get those slides done in week 5. Let me take a look at them, give you feedback, and then you can practice your script and capturing those in Screencast-O-Matic. So that's weeks 5 and 6 for the final assignment. It's a big one. Take it seriously, please. All right. Then we have the Creating a Multimedia Course Tour. What this is you guys recording your welcome video for your students in your course. So let me just get this going. Hold on a second. Okay, so here I am in a class of a previous student, and for the course tour, it's going to be 2 or 3 minutes long, just really fast. And you're going to start it out with Screencast-O-Matic. When you have it up and running, you start up with a picture of you. So, or let's see, wait, this is the welcome page. And you can certainly start with the welcome page if you have one, or your instructor profile. And you're going to start out saying, hi class, I'm Michelle Warren, and I am so excited to be joining you on this journey into understanding Halloween and the Day of the Dead. There's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have some spooky videos and things to look at, and we're going to learn about these 2 days and how they intertwine and how they're together. I am somebody who enjoys, you could have your instructor profile up. I'm somebody who's always been fascinated by the Day of the Dead and kind of the dark side of the world, and I have a lot of fun with, I've done a lot of research in these 2 holidays, and I hope that you join me and we'll have a really good time. Some of the things that we're going to be doing, and so students, you're not going to click on every single link and walk your students through the boringness of every single link. You're just going to highlight the 2 or 3 really fun things about your class, okay? So when we get started in Module 1, in the post-year introduction, you're going to start learning about these 2 very important holidays. And you're going to, wait a minute, see, this isn't even the right one. She's got a better one. Hold on, not post-year introduction. Here, researching your holiday. This is the good one. Okay. So in Module 1, you're going to start to research your holiday. I've got these great videos for you to learn, and you're going to pick one holiday, and then we'll learn from each other. The people who study the Day of the Dead will share what they've learned with the people who've studied Halloween and vice versa. So we're all going to learn from each other. This is a very interactive class. At the end of the module, you're going to recreate your own holiday. You're going to actually, you can do this as a environment, creating an environment in your home, or you can have people over and you can examine the holiday together, and or you could create a multimedia file. So at the end of this class, you're going to create your own holiday celebration and share it with the rest of the class. So I hope you join me, and I really look forward to seeing you in the class. Thanks, everybody. Get it? That's it. It's really simple. You're just showing off your class. It's a teaser to get people to really like your class. That's what we're looking for the multimedia course tour, okay? And again, you're going to use, I suggest Screencast-O-Matic, and do not click on every link. Do not bore us. Excite us with your class, okay? So that's it. That's week 5. Where you're preparing your slides for the final reflection in week 6, and week 5, creating that multimedia course tour of your course. And then in week 6, you're just really thinking about what it was like to develop this online class using those theories. What 5 theories do you want to tell me all about in week 6? Okay? All right, guys. Hope that helps. Thank you. See you later. Bye.